Yo, what's up guys, my name is MJ, and today I'm going to be making a race car build for every single class in Forza Horizon 5, so subscribe and let's get into it. Alright, so there are 7 performance classes in Forza Horizon 5, starting with Class D, going all the way up to Class X. Alright, so starting off with D class, the worst class in Forza Horizon 5, the car that I'm going to choose for the race build is going to be the MX-5 Miata from 1994. The NA Miata with the pop-up headlights, let's get it. Let's see. Let's keep it red, why not? 25,000 credits, this one's pretty cheap. Alright, so now for the actual race build. I believe D class goes up to 500. So, we're going to try to get our Miata as close to 500 as possible. Start with the tires. Oh, wow. Even if you put the street tires on it, it's already above D class. That's crazy. Okay, I'm going to put the race suspension on it, just so that I can tune it a little bit. So what we have to do is get rid of a little bit of power. But we want it as close to 500 as possible. Okay, so there's 488. Let's try to get it exactly 500. And there we go, exactly 500. There we go. So the absolute top of D class MX-5 Miata, only 161 horsepower, but this car weighs less than 2,300 pounds. So this thing's gonna handle like an absolute beast. Alright, so all I'm gonna do here is drop the springs all the way. Make the car a little bit more stiff. Maybe give it a little bit more camber. Alright, and the share code for this D-Class MX-5 Miata race build is 301-992-475. Alright, here we go. We're going to test it out on this race right here, the Tierra Prospera circuit. So I feel like that one has a pretty good mix of high-speed corners, low-speed corners, not too many straightaways because this is a race car build. MX-5 Miata is definitely not a straight-line car, but neither is any car in D-Class, really. Alright, here we go. Mazda MX-5 Miata D-Class race build. Let's see how good it is. Oh my... Yo, we are smoking the other Miata. The guy is slow. Yeah, this is a handling setup. With my race builds, I like to start with the tires, then I like to give it better suspension and weight reduction, and then I like to add power. But, of course, the tires were immediately putting this car out of D class. It was already putting it in C class just by upgrading the tires once. So we just did some we did the suspension, we put race suspension on it, and then we just upgraded the power until it was at the absolute top of D class. I think that is... Oh wow, they are not even near us. Alright, final lap. Our fastest lap so far looks like a 130. Let's see if I can do better than that. Alright, final corner in the D-Class Miata. Let's see what our best lap time was. It looks like a 129. I'm not sure how good that is, but for D-Class, I'm sure that's pretty good. Yeah, 129.409 is our best lap. Alright, so moving on to our C-Class car. The car that I'm going to choose for this one is the 2013 Subaru BRZ. I'll keep it in the blue. Why not? World Rally Blue, I believe that is. I think that's the Subaru color. Alright, here we go. Time to make the build. We only have 20 more points to add to this car. Can I even put suspension on it? Oh, I can. Okay. Alright, so we'll put the race suspension on it. How much weight reduction can I do? Not much. So, Alright, so we'll do the same thing as the Miata. We'll do the suspension, then we'll just add as much power as we can. Okay, until it's at the absolute top of D class, which should be 600 now. Alright, here we go. It looks like 20 horsepower was all that we could add, but we did add the better suspension, so this car should handle a lot better. Alright, onto the custom tuning. I'm going to make a very similar build to the last one, just because that one seemed to work really well. And the share code for the Subaru BRZ C-Class race build is 974-992-393. Alright, so we're running back the race in our C-Class Subaru BRZ race car build. Let's get it. So 129 was our fastest lap in the Miata. Let's see what our fastest lap in the BRZ is about to be. Ooh. I love the way that the BRZ sounds. Oh wow, okay, our first lap was a 127. I'm sure I can do a better one though. Alright, let's see what this lap was. Oh, a 122. Nice. Alright, here we go. Last lap, that felt like my fastest lap, and it looked like a 121. Let's see. How fast were you? Yeah, 121.544 is our best lap for our C-Class Subaru BRZ. And you know what? For B class, I think I'm about to use the R34 GTR as our race car. Yeah, let's actually do that. Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade the tires once. I'm gonna throw on better suspension. And then the rest of our points that we have left over to spend, I'm gonna add horsepower. Then with our leftover points that we have to spend, I'm gonna add as much horsepower as I possibly can. Oh, okay, that puts us at exactly 700. That is what we're looking for. So 376 horsepower, a little bit less than 3,400 pounds. Definitely our heaviest car so far, but it has our best tires and the most power. And this thing's all-wheel drive as well. But let me make a build real quick. Alright boys, and the share code for the R34 B-Class race build is 703-756-230. Alright, but now it is time to run back the race in our B-Class car. This one's the R34 Skyline, let's get it. Should be our best sounding car so far. Oh. And I'm absolutely right about that. This car sounds sick. Oh my god, and you can already tell that these tires are helping out a bunch. Yeah, this car is so much more stable at high speed. Alright, here we go. First lap, 119. Wow. We already beat the BRZ on our first lap. That wasn't even a hot lap either. This is our first hot lap. Because with the first lap, you like start the lap standing still. But with the other two laps, of course you start it with the speed that you had in the previous lap. Okay. Our first hot lap, let's see. 115. That's pretty nice. See if I can't beat that though. Alright. Final lap. Let's see. Ooh, that one also looked like a 115. Let's see. Alright, our first sub 4 minute, like, actual full race time there. 115.091. Pretty solid for our B-Class car. Alright, so moving on to A-Class, the car that I'm about to use is the BMW M8 Competition Coupe from 2020. Absolutely insane looking car. This thing is so good looking. Oh, and I'm totally about to put it in this dark red. That looks pretty good. Alright, so this thing's pretty much at the top of A-Class already. I have 9 more points to put into this car. Gotta put the suspension on it. Can I do any weight reduction? Oh, I can. Probably should do a little bit of weight reduction. Oh, that's already too much. Oh, okay, we can get 9 more horsepower. There we go. At exactly 800, the absolute peak of A-Class. So 626 horsepower, 4,245 pounds. This thing should be pretty fast. Alright, share code for the BMW M8 Competition A-Class build is 142-620-124. Alright, here we go. BMW M8 Competition A-Class. See what type of lap time I can put down. Yeah, this thing is definitely the fastest car we've tested so far. Oh my, and it has the best braking by far as well. I'm gonna have to get used to that. You can brake way later in the M8. Oh wow, and those shifts are extremely crispy. I think every single car that we've tested so far has been a manual. This is our first automatic. So these shifts feel super crisp. 111 on our first lap, not even a hot lap. This is our first hot lap right here. Let me lock in. Alright, how's that? 109. So our fastest lap so far, but I'm sure I can beat that lap. Alright, final lap. How's that? Oh, it was actually worse? Damn, okay, so 109 for the BMW M8 Competition. Wow, 333. Definitely our best time so far in the overall race. And our best lap time, 109.396 for our A-Class BMW M8 Comp. Alright, moving on to the S1 class, and I'm definitely about to use the Dodge Viper ACR from 2016. This thing's an absolute beast of a race car, so much downforce. Keeping it with the stock white with the black and red stripes, I think that looks really good. Alright, we have about 27 points to spare here. So, okay, it already has the race suspension on it. What type of tire does it have? Already has semi-slicks as well, okay. Oh, we could put the full racing slicks on. Yeah, I'm about to do that. Give it a better alignment. That actually, oh, it only adds 1 more point. So that's fine. That should improve our handling a little bit. Might honestly toss the weight reduction in there first before we add any more power. Let's see. Okay, so we have a little bit of power to add. but we're not really going for like the most powerful possible car that I could fit within S1 class. We're going for the best race car, so it's really handling over power, but we definitely want to add some more power for sure. Oh, okay, perfect. So exactly at 900, the absolute top of S1 class, 682 horsepower, 2,999 pounds. And this car should easily have like the most downforce so far of any car we've tested on this list. Alright, and the share code for the S1 class Dodge Viper ACR is going to be 971156538. Alright, here we go. S1 class, Dodge Viper ACR race build. This should be our fastest lap by far. Oh my god, the grip levels on this car are just unbelievable. Like, look how fast we can take that corner. Oh my god. This car is so good. So much downforce. Like, jeez. Alright, first lap, 103. Oh, we're gonna get a sub 1 minute. I brake too hard there. Alright, lap number 2. Sub 1 minute. Oh, no. Not quite, not quite. Alright, this one should be sub 1 minute. Come on. No, it just barely wasn't sub 1 minute. I'm sure I could do a sub 1 minute time in this car if I tried it one more time. But we are gonna move on. Let's see what our fastest lap was, though. A minute and... Yep, a minute .276. Almost. Alright, we're moving on to S2 class. The car that we're going to be using is none other than the Koenigsegg Jesko from 2020. Actually, the fastest top speed car in all of Forza Horizon 5. This car right here has the highest top speed. So let's buy it. Almost 3 million credits. We're starting to get a little bit pricey, but we are towards the top of the performance classes in Forza Horizon 5. There's only one more above S2, and that's X class. I'm sure I can tune the Jesko to be an X-Class car, but we're just going to get it as high up as we possibly can go in S2. Then we have a different car for the X-Class. I could make it all-wheel drive, low-key. But that, like, severely damages our handling and our speed. Our acceleration's nice, and our launch, but it kind of ruins everything else. So I'm just going to keep it rear-wheel drive. Oh, wow. Adding that much power just keeps it out of X-Class. We could put the anti-lag. I guess the anti-lag would help the race setup, but that's only if we're below, like, 2,000 RPM. I don't really want to deal with those annoying burbles, so we're just gonna do the non. Let's see. Nope, that puts us at X-Class. Oh my god, even just making these tires slightly wider in the front puts us over S2, puts us in X-Class. I mean, yeah, so it really looks like 997 is the max that we can put this Koenigsegg Jesko without putting it in X-Class, but 1,600 horsepower, 3,100 pounds. This thing's gonna be an absolute beast. Alright, and the tune share code for the S2 class Koenigsegg Jesko race build is 184429827. Alright, running the race back, and this has to be our first sub 1 minute lap. Let's lock in. Oh my god, this thing's fast. Bro, when you flow this thing, you're just gone. This car takes a lot more focus than any other car on this list so far. Braking point was a little late there. Okay, first hot lap. 56. Jeez. Okay, final lap. Bang. Wasn't even looking at what our time was. I had to lock in for that. 2:55. Our first sub 3 minute full race time. Let's see what our best lap was. 56.067. Almost a 55. But yeah, moving on to X-Class. Alright, and for the X-Class car, I'm going to be using none other than the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento Forza Edition from 2011. I believe this is actually the best race car in Forza Horizon 5, the Sesto Forza Edition. Let's go. It's already at 998, completely stock. Slap the twin turbos on there, it's already X-Class. Keeping it all-wheel drive, keeping the stock engine. Wait. We'll see what engine makes more horsepower. Yeah, here we go. Completed race build, less than 2,000 pounds. This thing weighs nothing. And a little bit less than 1,200 horsepower. This thing's gonna be insane. Alright, here we go. The final share code for the X-Class Forza Edition Lamborghini Sesto Elemento 609444227. Alright, here we go. X-Class race build on the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento Forza Edition. Let's get it. And this thing is all-wheel drive compared to the Jesko, which is only rear-wheel drive. Oh my god. This car does feel like it handles better. Like I can take corners a little bit faster. It turns a little bit sharper than the Jesco at higher speeds. Actually turns a lot sharper than the Jesco at higher speeds. Definitely not as fast in a straight line, but like with a race car that doesn't really matter. It's really about the handling. This car could just carry a lot more speed through every corner. Yeah, a lot more. Oh my god, 49 seconds on our first lap. Not even a hot lap. No, I cooked that corner. Oh my god, keeping 100% throttle throughout that corner is so scary. But you have to. Alright, flat out. That's so crazy that you can just go flat out throughout that corner. That is insane. This car handles unbelievably well. Let's see. 225. Definitely our fastest time so far. 46.520. Definitely our best lap as well. But I mean, yeah, that was a race build plus a tune share code for every single performance class in Forza Horizon 5. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.